Hello and welcome to my 8th video on the interweb. I am the Obscure Operator and this is my channel. Today we'll be playing the game Dwarf Fortress on Linux Lite. I've installed it using the Linux package manager, though it is also available on the site and will be available sometime this year on Steam. I will link their site down below and show you how to install it using the package manager now. So if we just exit out of the full screen, there we go. Okay, and then we want to go to System, Package Manager. We want to put in the administrator password, which authenticates it. Then we can search Dwarf, or I think DWA is enough. Just click on that and come up with that. Mark for installation. I think it might be glitching a little bit today, but anyway, if we just apply that, we can see that's going to install that. And if we just apply, mark changes are now being applied. This can take some time, and there it is. It's installed. Personally, my favorite viewing package manager would have to be Ubuntu. Because it's the package manager, but it's laid out like the Microsoft store, so it's really easy to navigate, which is nice. But still a package manager, not a store. This is part 2 of my Dwarf Fortress tutorial video series, so a link to the first one will appear in the top right. Anyway, let's get started. So, we need to open up Dwarf Fortress. Here it is. Okay. Do you want to listen to this? I mean, I quite like it. Perhaps we'll just listen to it the second time, but the next time we can skip it. Actually, you know what? We're going to skip it by pressing escape. Okay, so welcome back to the Dwarf Fortress tutorial. How are you all this week? Hopefully you're good. If you're not, that's a shame. I hope this video is making you feel better. Anyway, so now we can go into continue playing. So you'll notice that our start playing has been replaced with continue playing. That's because we currently don't have a world in which we're not already playing a game in. So you can only play one game in a world at a time. However, you can create as many worlds as you like, as long as you have the storage space. So, enter to continue playing, and it's in the folder region 1, yada yada. This is the Dwarf Fortress that we did last time. Here we go, and here is our Dwarf Fortress. You remember the last time we put in our trade depot over here, so I pressed K to go into look. Now I'm moving around with the arrow keys. So here we go, here's our trade depot. We can even go into Q, which is the, the set building task / prefs to look at our trade depot. So, we've got these stockpiles running too, which are going to be done at some point. But we have a slight problem, and our slight problem is that we don't have any stills. And so, those of you new to Dwarf Fortress, which would be probably most of you since you're watching a Dwarf Fortress tutorial video, not meaning to sound condescending, a still is where we make our booze, and dwarfs operate better if they have booze. So you gotta make sure that you produce booze as early on as possible. Pretty much anything edible can be turned into booze, so you got your cabbage stuff, your honey, dwarven wine from plump helmets, that's just to name a few things. Also, I've got some water here with me today. So, remember to keep hydrated, people. So, first thing we're going to do is D for designation, and then D for mine, Gonna come over here, and we'll just make it a little one passage. And we want like, we can put like a still here. Not sure if that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think they're 3 by 3. And the still here, it looks different. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 4. Okay, so we go to X to remove the designation. We go down here. Okay, so at some point our miners will carve that out, and so we're going to put space to resume again, because every time you load up a world it pauses it again. Let's go into U to look at what our dwarves are doing. We've got our woodwork, he's not doing anything, that's okay. Oh, our fish cleaner is not doing anything. So while we're just going to make these stills here, but you know what, I'm going to introduce you to something that's quite useful if you want certain things done for certain other things. So you go into D for designations, right? And down here where it says set priority, you press minus, it increases how quickly they're going to do things, and if you go plus, it decreases it. So if 1 is the most common, and then 7 is the least common, and 4 is in the middle, and 4 is what it's default set to. So until you change this, it'll just all be 4. So we're going to make these 3. So I'm going to make these current mine designations 3. Okay, so we've got 3 here. Oh, and shift moves the arrow keys faster. You know, things we went over last time. Yeah, I'm sure you're aware of what I'm talking about. If you're not, watch part 1. It appeared in the top right earlier. It's probably still, there's like an iCard section that you can go into, even if it's popped away. But, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, great. Yeah, if we just do that, D, mine. So, oops. So, I want to just get that done. And what we're going to do is this is probably the more difficult part to understand, but it's quite crucial if you want to have a good Dwarf Fortress. And it is the Z level moving. So in Dwarf Fortress, there are different Z levels. And you start on one Z level, and you know we've moved up and down between them before, with shift comma and shift full stop. You can go down below the ground. So those are the Z levels, you know, and we can move between those freely without any problem because we're just looking at things. We're not actually interacting with that. And you know, there's an X coordinates, you know, going side to side, and Y coordinates going up and down. And Z coordinates for dwarves can be confusing at first. So here we go, tutorial on those. So the first thing we need to do is we need to put stairs somewhere. So put so if we go into D for designation, we can go I for an up down stair. This is how I do them. It's probably not the most efficient, but anyway, you go down to here, and okay, so we're gonna put in this corner here, and I think if we put an up down stair on this layer, and then we put a down stair, which is J for down stair, on this layer, then they should be able to descend and go up. And the up down stair down here is just to give us the ability to move them down again another level if we want to. So we just leave them to go for a bit. Oh, this guy. So we press V to view and go into this guy. So this miner over here, he's proficient. He's really whizzing through that sand. might be clay actually. Go K to look, and fire clay. The really red stuff is sand. So we're just waiting for this guy to go and yada yada, because that bit he's mining out there is, we'll have that as our stone stockpile. Actually, we are going to need some other crafts dwarfs. So we just wait for him to finish over there. Okay, so he might be going to, yeah, they're both going to have a drink. So that's cool. So we just go, no, actually we want to finish it all first. They'll come back to it later. So we press, U to look at the units list. Let's just have a quick look at the wagon with K. Okay, is my caps lock on? No. Okay, so we're in the K menu. So we can press, no, we can't. We can't look inside the wagon. We can look at the miner. Oh, we can look at the thoughts and preferences menu. So this is where, so our miner, it's a she. And she's annoyed because she got caught in the rain and she sleeps in the grass. There's no chairs and no cups. But she likes working. She likes drinking. The euphoric to inebriation. That's a good thing. So, just do this thing. In a little bit, I'll go back to mining. Then we can put stockpile in. Now they're sleeping now. So it's late spring. They're sleeping on the grass by the wood stockpile. We will have to get them some rooms soon. First I want to get sea levels done and set up a proper crafts hall or whatever you call it. We were just having a little behind the trade depot drinking room for now. Some of our plump helmets are ready. So you can see over here, the plump helmets are ready, and the dwarves will just go and collect those when they're ready. So they might be doing it now. We have a look at this. J for view job. No, he's storing. Oh wait, the herbalist. So J for no. J. No, none of them are doing that. Okay, well eventually they'll go and harvest the plump helmets, and then when we get the other things done, they can... Oh, they're all storing wood in the stockpile. Great that they're doing that, but right now we need people to be mining. Come on, miners. Soon, finish with that short. Just to speed things up a little, I'm just gonna go to P, labor, L, and in the hauling menu, we're just gonna turn wood hauling off for this person. So they'll finish whatever wood they're hauling, and now they're going to go and harvest plants, which is nice, I guess. Off they go to harvest some plants. We do need harvested, but it's not really what we want right now. I'm not trying to get plants harvested. Okay, they're digging now. That's good. So soon we'll be able to have our stills built. And that'll get us onto further things. This is not a very interesting point here. But, okay, so that's one. So we can go into B for buildings, and still is workshop, so that's W, lowercase w. And we can go down to a still, which is also L, and press enter. And here we've got our still, and so we can move it over onto here. And I'm going to assume that's fine for walking? Question mark. We'll just hope for the best with the still. And if it doesn't work, we can always just expand the area around it. And we're going to use apricot wood logs still. So we only need one for that still. So again, go back to doing that. And hopefully... Is our fish cleaner our architect? Look, G... No, hang on. P... L for labor. Other jobs? I think they are. So wait, do we need architecture? Yeah, because we need it designed, don't we? No, brewing or plant gathering. So the people gathering plants are going to be working on that. So our miners are digging, which is good. Okay, so he's digging a downstair. And he's dug out up downstair, which is good. Because it means that we can start on our hall. We're just going to have a long, short hall here. Okay, so our still is getting built. So now we have a still, so we can add a new task, and we want to brew drink from plant, and we're just going to put that on. Okay, so A for add new task, and then it's B for brew drink from plant. So we can also go C for cancel task. If we go R for repeat, and they'll do that. We're also going to need some other crafts dwarfs and that. But now we can go into stockpile. So P for stockpile. And this is where we're going to have our stone stockpile. So if we just make that the size of this room. Boom, stone stockpile. So, just move my microphone. So eventually, once they're finished there, so we're going to have finished goods in the room they're doing there. And then food in the other one. So P for stockpile. Finished goods. That's not where I wanted it. I think it just ignores that. Okay. Actually, you might want Q? Is it Q for the stockpile? Or we can always just make another finished goods stockpile down here if we want. Boom. Done. So, now they're going to start dragging things over into here, where the finished goods stockpile is, from the wagon. So they'll be bringing a whole bunch of stuff from there. So you can see, just pause it. This guy here's got like a, is it a chain? Maybe it's chalk. Just go to V and we can see what he's doing. We can go into U, can't we? So he's storing an item stockpile job. It's pigtail rope. Okay, so they're gonna start dragging a whole bunch of things into there, while our miners work over here to get that done. And eventually our miners will work in the corridor, and we can add things like bedrooms, and we'd like a little craft room. Oh, B. Actually, we're probably fine with one still for now, but if we go into W for workshop, we need... Let's start with the Carpenters Workshop, which is C. So we go into... We want almond wood logs, so they're the closest wood. And so at some point someone's going to come along and make that. So you can see over here they're dumping a whole bunch of stuff into there. And that's cool. That's how it goes. They'll keep doing that and everything will be great. So just gotta wait for our stockpile to go there. So it looks as though, let's have a look here. Oh, that's a withered plump helmet because it wasn't collected in time. That's a shame. But the good thing about brewing plump helmets is that, oh, actually, here's a cool thing. You can go into T, which views the items and buildings. So we can see that in this building, there's a dwarven wine barrel, also plump helmet spawn. Because when you brew stuff, then you get their seeds. And so we've got 23 dwarven wine in this still, so they'll presumably come over here to come and have a nice drink. They don't have any cups yet. But when someone with carpentry finishes whatever they're doing, like this woodworker. So this woodworker here, when he finishes there, then he can start. Actually, hang on, we haven't got any. Oh yeah, he'll start building that, and then once he's built it, then we'll probably start with. No wait, do they make cups? I'm not sure they do. But we'll start by getting him to just make barrels on repeat to start with, and that'll just basically give us a good basis to. Okay, so I think it's built now. So we add a new task, and we want to. Actually, we want to construct a few wooden bins. What are bins? F? No, that's a cabinet. In. So we make them construct 3 wooden bins, and we'll construct 3 barrels, shall we? So barrel is V for vessel, I guess. And we'll just wait and see if the carpenter does that. Probably they will at some point. So there goes our miners, and they're just. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna quickly go down here. Okay, so we want to designate like a decentish area here, and then okay, if we make this. Actually, hang on. Let's just think about this for a moment. We make this fit 3, and we remove. Let's have double doors right at the end. Actually, no. Hang on. No. We have them right at the closest possible. Okay, so that's that bit, and then also on the 3 priority, we want like another bit coming out here. I've got 7 dwarves, so we'll have little just little 3x3 rooms for now. And they can just. So these are where we're going to put the dwarves, and they can sleep in there. So yeah. So we just. Oh, that's a bit big actually. X D. That. Keep doing that. Leave that D. So I'll just extend it out here. No, wait, that's not gonna work. Extend it out this far. Let's see. So. I want to just remove that bit for now, and then if we just make this bit can be 5, and that's just to please me. This is just an extra room. You know, if some other dwarves come along, which probably at some point they will, then there's an extra room there for them, and so our dwarves... Well, only one can mine it at the moment, actually. So dwarves gonna go along, and he's gonna mine that. And when he gets to the bit with the rooms, then another dwarf, then our other miner will come along. Okay, so our carpenter, he's making bins. And by bin, that's not a rubbish bin, it's a box, basically. A box without a lid that you put stuff in. So you can put rocks in there, or toys, or gems, whatever. You can just put it in there. Oh, actually, since we've done that bit, we can stockpile our food here. So they'll put all the food and drink in there. Ah, that's not what I want to do. Okay, so now we have this lovely area where they can stockpile stuff. I think they're doing that at the moment, except for our miner here and our fisher. It's good that the fish is fishing because, you know, we need people to fish. Okay, so I think we've got one of our bins constructed. Yep. How's our miner going? He's nearly there. He's doing a good job. He is a skilled miner. So if we put plants on together, cause I know this site, but this okay, so these here, these are blueberry bushes. I know that off by heart, but you know, possibly other people don't. So we're gonna put onto D and then P for gather plants, and just like gather plants from this area. Did they put the gather plants? Oh, there we go. Okay, so now, you know, herbalists and that, they'll gather plants and it'll go to the food stockpile, and then the brewer can go and brew stuff. So if we go into Z, like, there's a stocks pile, which you can look at stuff. So we're gonna go down to, I'm not sure if they have a food section specifically. I don't think they do. They might have plants, perhaps. Plants. Oh wait, that'd be in P, wouldn't it? Yeah, plants. They have plants. Okay, so we can look into plants, except apparently we have none. Oh, because the bookkeeper's not keeping tracks. It's just basically if someone comes along, goes, ah yes, we have this much stuff. Okay, so we can see that we've got this raw shad here, and we've also got a lettuce leaf. So we're just gonna have a look. Okay, so our miner's gone there, so at some point our other miner's going to start digging, and then we'll have more mining being done, so it can be done faster. Okay, so I think we've got enough in our stockpiles to have drinks start being producing, because hang on. So here, this guy cancelled the drinks because he didn't have anything to make drink from. And so we're going to put, we still don't have anything to make drink from. Well, once the dwarves finish with stuff, they'll have stuff to make drinks from. So we've got 25 dwarven wine in this barrel, which is good. I wonder if the reason is also perhaps, do we need a barrel? No, we need the plants. So, yeah. But how are our miners going? So our miner there, he's gonna finish there in just a moment. And he's gonna go all the way up there. And he's gonna start mining out that bit. And our other miner here, yep. Okay, so today We looked at moving the dwarves up and down sea levels. We put stockpiles in. We put still in and a Carpenters Workshop in. So that's a lot of the basics. I am going to continue making these videos. Definitely going to have one next week because we've got to put in beds and that. But you could probably get on alright from here with this. Like, you know. But that's where we're going to end it for today. Actually, we'll just have a quick look to see if we can't get some more drinks going. No. Okay. So that's where we're going to end it today. I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like these. Like if you liked the video, and don't forget to send me any free games that you want me to play. Preferably Linux compatible. But yeah, if you want to see me playing a game that you really like, send it to me. I'll have a look. And goodbye.